Here we are at the main attraction in Conway, Arkansas, Retro Rick's Game Point. It is the day before RetroFest Arkansas, so we just thought we'd stop in and check out the shop. Everybody make sure to support your local shops, your game shops. Let's go inside. Let me start out by saying that this isn't going to be a typical game store review video. There are many game store review videos of Retro Rick's Game Point, including many by Retro Rick himself. If you want to see the products on the shelves, the content that they carry in the store, the different items, they do a much better job of covering that themselves than I could ever do. So I'm just gonna focus on how the store made me feel as I walked in and walked through. When I first walked in, I was greeted with chatting people are laughing, cheerful music, and it just puts a smile on your face right when you walk in the door. And I think I had that smile on my face the entire time I was there. The closest thing I can think of to describe it is it's like when you go over to a friend's house or a buddy's house and you go into their game room. Of course, this is a pretty awesome game room, as you can see. But when you get right down to it, this is a retail store with tons of games. Retro, modern, loose, boxed, brand new, whatever you need. But also action figures, toys, VHS, vintage clothing, books, and more. A true retro collector's heaven. You can even play for a while on a kiosk like a Genesis or Super Nintendo kiosk. But what we mostly were here for were the games. And once you got to looking through the case games, they have a lot of really good games in here. Lots of heavy hitters for just about every system. And of course, you're going to have limited editions and collector's editions, some limited controllers. And if you're wondering about handhelds, they had a great Game Boy and DS collection. As you can see, the handhelds themselves, the consoles, plenty to choose from. I was actually looking at the DSIs and the Game Boy Advances, especially the SPs, because I'm always looking for those 101s. But despite looking at a few of these, I decided to pass because I was going to RetroFest the next day, and I wanted to be able to look around there to work on my RetroFest quest. I did end up picking up my Game Boy Advance from Retro Rick's booth at RetroFest on Sunday. So many games, but one of the truly unique things about Game Point is the museum wall. Not many stores will give up valuable wall space for a display area, but I think these small glass boxes bring a lot of character to the shop. The displays rotate, but when I was there was a Home Alone display, a Wizard display, a Mario tribute, and this case right here is kind of dedicated, I think, to actually the Game Point and to Retro Rick's YouTube. I'm guessing that's the first $10 he ever made. There's his 100,000 subscribers plaque, and a few other nifty items from the early days of the Retro Rick YouTube channel. And who knows what the next display will be. Like I said, I visited the day right before RetroFest, so most of the guys, like Michael and Rick, were not in the store, but those who were there were awesome. Special thanks to Pokemon Kayla for helping me with some items and for keeping the Pokemon card section one of the most organized and impressive that I've seen in a game store. Don't forget to check out their YouTube channels that I will link below. And while you're there, how about dropping a like for this video? And if you find yourself in Central Arkansas staring down this cool mascot, just know you should stop in because it's going to be a good time. All right, so I did not get a chance to do a wrap-up while I was in Arkansas, so here I am back at the house, and just wanted to quickly show my pickups. I got a couple, not a lot, because I was on my way to the RetroFest and just kind of wanted to save my finds for RetroFest, but I found a lot of stuff at the store. As I said in the video, man, it's a great store. Lots of stuff to see, lots of stuff to look at, everything for every collector. They've got some high dollar stuff in the cases for the big collector, and then they've got lots of commons and uncommon games that are just fun to play. So every range, every console, every handheld seem to be pretty much represented at Game Point, so highly recommended. But anyway, I picked up Dinosaur's Tale. It's a game that's hard to find in really nice condition, and this one was in good condition, so we got that. I picked up this Manx TT, also in good condition, nice manual for the Saturn. And then I picked up this cool little Pokemon carrying case for my Switch, because I was traveling with my Switch at the time and I did not have carrying case. All right, let's try out a dinosaur's tail on the original native equipment. Got the old Sega kiosk here, the 13-inch CRT TV. We've got the Sega Model 2 with the CD. Needs to be dusted a little bit. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, we're not going to be able to do this one-handed. Oh, let's try it. See what we got. It is a side platformer of some sort. All right, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. We don't want to read anything. All right, we've got side to side, and we've got jump. I'm not going to be able to do this one-handed. Let's see. Can I maneuver this game? Oh, I can. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm going to die very quickly. All right. So I'm going to play this a little bit more when I have both my hands available. But there's a sneak peek at the graphics on a dinosaur's tail. It sure seems like there should be dinosaurs in it and not so much rats, but so far all I've seen are rats in level 1. So those are my 3 pickups that I got at the store. All in all, like I was saying, great store. Highly recommended. Definitely go check it out. Really had a great time the whole weekend, but this is more specific to the store. Uh, as I said, the personnel were great. The atmosphere was great. It was a very lively, fun place to be. It was not one of those dark and dingy game stores where you think, why did I come here? It's definitely a lively place. You're just going to put a smile on your face and you're going to have a great time. So anyway, thanks again to everybody at Retro Rex Game Point for making my visit a good one. They offered to do some videos with me, but they were really busy. It was literally the Friday before the RetroFest started, but they were very welcoming and they were saying, hey, if you want us to do some videos or interviews or whatever, we can do that. And I just thought, no, let you guys do your thing. I was planning on going back afterward, but I forgot. So if you ever get a chance to swing by Game Point up in Conway, Arkansas, highly recommended. You definitely should go. There is something there for everyone. Doesn't matter if you're modern, retro, high dollar, collectible level, or just an intro gamer, just starting out in your collection and intro to retro games, they're going to have something for you there. People are great. Atmosphere is great. Everybody's smiling. Everybody's having a good time. We got lively music. It was a good time. Definitely go. Highly recommended. You guys take care. Be nice to one another. Have a great day, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.